My brother from another mother who shares my birthday
Oh, okay.
has been very vocal. More than once. You chronicled some of it in our last Culture Report, and he's on the phone right now. Good morning, Luther Campbell.
What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
What's happening?
Hey, man, I'm chilling. I'm chilling here in the MIA. That's all it is.
So why you mad, son? why are you so upset, Luke? Speak on it.
Why am I mad? I'm mad because this Miami is a entertainment area of the world. We got a guy named Flo Rida that sold over 100 million records. We got a guy named Pitbull that sold over 90 million records. Then we got, these guys been bringing in, Jay them bringing in two girls that sold 85 million and another one that sold 75 million. And ain't nobody got no respect for the MIA. So that's my problem. I mean, if you go, if the city is going to spend tens of millions of dollars bringing in the Super Bowl, then and it's supposed to be about Miami. When you do a Super Bowl and you do a halftime show, it should be about the city. So I can see if they brought in Prince, Whitney Houston, somebody like some mega superstar. These girls, they okay. They're not mega superstars.
Well, Luke, let me ask you though.
It ain't like J-Lo. J-Lo ain't on no level of Whitney Houston where everybody got to shut up.
Wow.
Shakira, and then the girls get on then they, when they made the announcement, they say, oh, well, Miami is all Latino, and we're just so happy to be doing it for the Latino people. Hold on, I'm black. I represent all of Miami, but I'm black. I represent African Americans in Miami. That's what I do. So you're not going to disrespect us. And then when you got a guy like Jay-Z, I love Jay-Z. But when they now put you in charge because y'all made a debacle when you brought in Maroon 5 and you disrespected Atlanta last year when the old people did it, and Atlanta probably one of the richest cultures of music, outside of, Motown. You can't do that.
Well,
Not when the black guy's in charge from the hood.
Luke, this is Jay. Let me ask you a quick question though. When has the Super Bowl ever really considered the city when they pick the halftime show performers?
They haven't. That's why they hired the black guy from the hood.
So you're saying
that's why they hired the black guy from the hood to get it right. Other than that, you don't hire the black guy from the hood.
Okay, that's fair point.
Normally the Super Bowl do get it right because they get mega superstars like a Prince to do a halftime show.
Beyonce, Michael Jackson.
You think for 1 minute that when they put the Super Bowl in Nashville, it's not going to be about country western.
Facts.
Real talk.
That's true.
And it's G code number one.
Mm-hmm.
If I go into Atlanta, I'm calling up Gil. I'm calling up Jermaine Dupri. I'm calling up the OGs of the area. If they made me in charge, and Luke, because we got it wrong so many times, we don't understand systemic racism. We don't understand the entertainment. And since you know it better, now we're going to Atlanta to do a Super Bowl. I'm calling up the OGs, but then, and look, I know it's got to be a unified global event. So I'm going to bring some of their people. Like I say, my man Pitbull should be the one picking Shakira and J-Lo. They need to be performing with him.
Okay, Luke.
Well, yo, Luke,
I'm not saying don't let them perform. I'm saying, but my whole point is, they can perform. They get records with Pitbull, so get on stage and do it with him.
Right.
He's all in Miami. Miami is spending the money.
Right. What's up, Lucas Jr.?
Entertainment to the world.
Lucas Jr., I have a question. I mean, are you really surprised? I mean, the NFL is a business. I think the last time the Super Bowl was in Miami, they had the Who playing. And, I mean, you don't think it's too early that we won't have those surprises and those acts once we actually get there in February?
Listen, they did it wrong. They did it wrong before. Yes, they did it wrong. That is why when you do it wrong so many times and you have so much backlash, what do? You hire the black guy from the hood and you tell him you're in charge of entertainment and you're in charge of systemic racism. And that's what they did in the case of Jay-Z. My point is, yes, they got it wrong. They acknowledge they got it wrong. That's why they didn't hire an outside consultant and a company named Mr. Jay-Z. So then when you go into the city, those cities, Mr. Jay-Z, we're asking you to tell us what to do.
Right.
And so I'm Jay-Z. I'm Big Tigger. Big Tigger, you're going to tell me you're going to go into Baltimore. You're going to go into Washington, D.C., have a Super Bowl with some, not Prince, God bless his soul, but some okay, and not have no go-go or nothing on there.
Yeah,
Come on, let's be real.
do that. So, Luke, let me ask you.
You can't do that. Your whole street credibility will be
Out
in
the window.
garbage.
So let me ask you.
Out the window. You can't come back to D.C. talking about, I'm big Tigger from DCC. No. You better put some go-go on. You better tell them to start doing some go-go and bring red.
That's right. Facts, Luke. So have you spoken to Jay-Z? Have you actually talked to him?
Well, I had a conversation with him yesterday. We had a brief conversation, and some things I agree with, some things I don't agree with. It was about his rationale of the Super Bowl, and the halftime show. I mean, that's his rationale. That's his opinion. My opinion is still somewhat different than what his opinion is.
Right. You don't think you went a little too hard, or he took objection with you calling him the token black guy?
I don't think I called him the token black guy. How I prefaced it was like this. Let me give him the out. When I'm having a conversation about this situation, I'm not throwing him completely under the bus because, number one, I'm the guy who supported him in the beginning where everybody said that he was a token black guy and he was being a sellout. I said, let him get on the job and let's see what he does on the job. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So now that you're on the job, this is one of your first major events. My thing is, the Jay I know, the Jay I used to know would not do something like this. It would be, okay, let me look at this from the perspective that Miami is one of the entertainment capital of the world, and let me look at it from the standpoint of making sure I'm doing it right when it comes to Miami and respecting the people that's in there. See, we get attacked every day, guys, in Miami. Cubans in Miami and Latinos in Miami, they walk around with their chest stuck out. All the resources that goes to our kids and our schools go to them. All of the mega jobs, the construction jobs, and the contracts, they go to them. So it's a constant fight with us and Latinos in Miami. It is an unfair fight. And we get disenfranchised every day. I'm fighting for dollars for kids. And I explained that to him. I say, when these girls get up there and say, all about the Latino community, that's a slap in the face to every African-American in here. Half of our people right now are living in Atlanta because they fled Miami. Half of the African-Americans, we're fleeing from Miami to Atlanta because our kids that are going to school, they can't go get a job at a corporation. It is bad down here when it becomes, Latinos versus blacks here. I explained that to him. It's big. Maybe you're not from here, but it's a big issue when it comes to now on a global stage. We have African-American artists that sold more records than these ladies, and now you're gonna really get him a platform to really just disrespect black people of Miami. And I explained that to him.
So Luke,
his whole opinion was, okay, Hispanics having the same issues of African Americans. We're together now and as if it's some inclusive thing. And I say, no, Paul says that. Maybe it might be like that somewhere else in New York or somewhere, but these people are really killing us down here. And that's why I stay here.
So, Luke, I'm glad you had a conversation with Jay-Z. It seems like y'all talked, and this is bigger than just the musical and the performance piece. I was happy to hear that you said it's not about me. I don't want to perform. If they bring Flow Rider or Pitbull or I mean, if you could slip a rose in there,
right.
will that make it okay, or you still feel like they just did it backwards?
That would make it okay. And see, that's why going back to the token conversation, I said, hey, look, if you don't make it right, then yes, you did fall into the situation of being the token black guy. That's how I preface it. So that's why I said, okay, if you don't do anything to make this right, then yes, you are the sellout. Yes, you are the token black guy and all that. I don't want that for his legacy. I want him to make this right so he can continue this great legacy of being that guy from the hood who made it and who looking out for everybody.
All right.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Luke, I gotta go, but I appreciate you waking up this morning and sharing your insight.
Don't call me no more.
Thank
I'm
you,
in
Luke.
Atlanta tomorrow on Friday, so make sure you get the club ready.
I got you, boy. Holla at your boy.
For the grown folks, I don't want to go to no club with them kids.
All right, Luke, we love you, bro.
Yes, sir.